Imagine this: the chaos of life swirls around you, uncertainty, challenges, even fear. Yet, in the midst of it all, one truth remains unshaken. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In a world you cannot control, your mind is your fortress. And his next command hits even harder. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. In a time when we endlessly debate what it means to live well, Marcus cuts through the noise. He reminds us that real change, real virtue, isn't something to be talked about, it's something to be lived. Today, we unlock these teachings and 7 more to reshape how you live forever. Rule 1. Control your mind. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that the mind is our strongest tool. He says, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." What I love about this rule is its simplicity. The world can be chaotic, things go wrong, people disappoint you, but the one thing you always have control over is your mindset. By taking charge of how we react, we gain freedom from external events that we can't influence. In every challenge, there's an opportunity to practice resilience and clarity, turning adversity into growth. Rule 2. Live according to nature. Now, this might sound a bit philosophical, but bear with me. When Marcus Aurelius says, "live in harmony with nature," he's not just talking about trees and mountains. He means accepting the natural flow of life, its ups and downs. What I appreciate here is how he encourages us to stop resisting reality. Life's going to have struggles, so instead of fighting against them, we should adapt, grow, and learn to work with what life presents. Living according to nature also means understanding your place in the world and not being swept away by desires or distractions. Rule 3. Act as if each action were your last. This is one of Marcus's most powerful lessons. He urges us to act as if every decision we make could be our last. Do every act of your life as if it were your last, he says. To me, this is about living with intention. It's easy to let days slip by when we think we have all the time in the world. But when you approach every action with urgency, it forces you to focus on what really matters, and that's where real change happens. It also brings a sense of urgency to eliminate distractions and align your actions with your true purpose. Rule 4. Accept imperfection. Here's a rule that I think hits home for all of us. Marcus Aurelius understood that perfection doesn't exist. He accepted that people make mistakes, and so will we. He said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This one teaches us to be patient with ourselves and others. It's freeing. When you stop expecting perfection, you can approach life with a greater sense of compassion and progress. Rule 5. Focus on your duty, not results. One of my favorite rules, Marcus reminds us that all we can truly control is our effort. He tells us, never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason, which arm you against the present. This one is about focusing on the process. We live in a world obsessed with results, but Marcus teaches us to stay focused on our duties, and the outcomes will take care of themselves. It's about trusting the process, knowing that if you put in the work, everything else will follow. Rule 6. Embrace adversity. Marcus believed that adversity is a key ingredient to a fulfilling life. He said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." What's powerful about this rule is that it flips the script on how we view challenges. Instead of running from them, Marcus teaches us to lean in to see obstacles as opportunities for growth. Every setback becomes a chance to build strength, to learn something new, to grow beyond our limitations. Rule 7. Strength comes from within. True strength, Marcus believed, comes from within. He wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." And I love this. because it reminds us that external success, wealth, or power aren't what give us real strength. It's about what's inside our integrity, our values, our resilience. It's how we carry ourselves when the chips are down. When you cultivate that kind of strength, no matter what life throws at you, you'll stand firm. Rule 8. Practice virtue in every action. Virtue for Marcus Aurelius wasn't just something you strive for occasionally, it was a way of life. He teaches us that courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance are the pillars of a virtuous life. What I admire most here is how practical it is. It's not about being perfect, but about consistently striving to do the right thing, even when it's hard. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Simple, but profound. Rule 9. Remember your mortality. Finally, Marcus Aurelius constantly reflected on his mortality. He said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This might seem grim initially, but it's a call to live fully. If we remember that our time here is limited, we're reminded not to waste it. This rule inspires us to live with purpose, to focus on what truly matters, and to not let trivial things consume our lives. What I love most about these teachings is that they remind us, no matter what happens around us, we always have the power to decide how we respond. If you can internalize these rules, you'll build a life of clarity, resilience, and purpose. Let me know which one resonated with you the most in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more.